everybody, it's Jen here doing my Sunday week in the life. I cannot believe that I am almost completely finished this project and it's only Wednesday of the next week. I forgot to turn the camera on just for the very beginning of this one, but all I did was just find a scrap piece of paper that I wanted to use and cut it to 6x8 to go behind these, and then I just matted both of them on some cream paper. I'm using the this card here that came with the kit. I just cut off the bottom inch of it to make it a bit more square and to fit on the page. And then I'm going to pop up this photo of me drinking my coffee at this new cafe that we discovered on Sunday, just to give it a little bit more interest. So, yeah, let me see. What can I tell you about Sunday? I really love the title page for Sunday. It's a photo that we took when my kids were at paddling. And oh yeah, so here I'm just drawing some lines around the edge of this. I just thought like it felt like it needed to get pulled in, and with sort of how dark some of the stuff on the other side was, I thought that would help just a little bit to pull it in, and then I end up switching out that Sunday. I turn it around. But just putting a little bit of journaling on here about this new cafe that we discovered, and sort of adding a bit of the funny story in that we hadn't realized they closed at 3 o'clock and we got there right before 3, and we thought they were being a little bit rude because they were putting stuff away, not realizing that they closed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which seems weird, but they actually open at 9 o'clock for brunch and then close quite early on Sundays. But they didn't say anything to us, so that would have been good because we actually even went upstairs and sat. So I guess they didn't care. They would have kicked us out. So this is just a picture that I took when I found my stamp set that I was looking for in the last video. It was on the floor and it blended in with my brownish carpet. So I was really happy that I found that. So here is a picture I took. I just set my camera beside me in the morning and took a picture. I was tired because the throwing up my back and the pain and stuff, it really tires you out even though you're not doing anything. So here I was trying to do a circle of blue to sort of match that hello today on the opposite page, and it's really not showing up. And so what I should have done is just put it on a scrap piece of paper and then cut it out. Sorry for my head. I'm standing up for a lot of this one today just because my back is sore and I have to sit for work and I have to get work done or I don't get paid. So I was trying to stand and sort of kneel a little bit just so I wasn't in the same chair for forever. So anyways, I didn't like that, so I stuck the Hello Sunday on as well and just covered it up. I was being a little bit lazy instead of restamping it all. So here again, I kind of had some more I had these two 4x6 photos, and I wanted to include both the Sunday and the story of today for writing on, instead of covering up that on one of the sides. So I just cut one of them, and I put that swell on there. It was just on my desk. And this is a picture of my oldest son cleaning his room, and then a picture of my youngest son pouting because he didn't want to clean his room. He did eventually clean his room, but he wasn't very happy about it, and that is the reality, so I'm including it. And I'm sure that for the next 5 years this will be the most annoying photo I've ever taken of him, and then when he's older he'll find that amusing, that I took a picture of him pouting in his bed, and he's got his blanket pulled up over his head and everything. I love preteens. 11 with boys is seriously the worst age ever. I still love them, but 11 is the worst age ever, and my older son is 13, and I gotta tell you, maybe that's not what everybody else's experience is, but 13 is way better than 11. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's just the emotions of puberty, and I'm sure girls are worse. I was one, and I'm very positive I was worse. So this is just a picture of my little setup. I did my nails. I was like amazed with myself. I finally did it. I have a little at-home gel set up with a little UV light and everything. And so I managed to actually sit there long enough to do this, although I kind of paid for it later. So I just put loved this stamp on there, star beside it, like, a little asterisk that loved this was great. Sticking that in there. I'm not going to write on camera today. Kept this one nice and short. I'm just going to pull these out for later, and I'm just circling this Sunday there while I've got it, and then I'm going to pull this one out as well. I am not going to write on any of those photos on the back because I had the card. So I'm just going to show you the close-up. So that was that photo that we took at their paddling, and just some more close-ups. I ended up doing these two lists. I just found them of his and her, and I forgot to put, I was going to put his and her, so I got to go back and fix that. I turned that Sunday card around just because I kind of liked the interest of what I had done on the other side of it, and then just showing you there how I wrote on the wall how he was not happy. Filled in some information for this morning, afternoon, and evening. And then this happened is actually a card, a storytelling card that I had from that class I took with Allie, and I just stapled the S on it and then wrote about my son's test. So that's it, guys.